al-Fitr, knocking at door with festive mood. Moon sighting committee to decide Eid day on Friday. Huge rush at bus, train and launch terminals as thousands leaving capital to celebrate Eid with dear ones. Monitoring cell to work 24 hours on highways to make Eid home journey hassle-free. Flood forecast for 5 districts including 3 hill districts. Administration advised to stay prepared. Pentagon reiterates U.S. pledge to ensure security of allies. And amid gala celebrations, greatest show on Earth, World Cup Football 2018 kicks off in Russia tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum, I'm Zafar Imam with you, welcoming you all at News at 10 on BTV, BTV World and BTV Chattogram Center.
And I'm Mashrufa Hussain. You've just heard the headlines. Moving on to the details. Holy Eid al-Fitr is knocking at the door. Only 2 or 3 days remaining before the festival, as the holy Laylatul Qadr has already been observed. A number of city dwellers have already left Dhaka for their villages to celebrate Eid with near and dear ones. More people will leave their workstation tomorrow or the day after for their home. The people who will celebrate Holy Eid al-Fitr in the capital also started to take their preparations for the occasion. Some are still busy in Eid shopping. Eid markets across the country observed heavy rush from early in the morning to midnight every day. The countrymen are now eagerly waiting to know the day of the Holy Eid al-Fitr. National Moon Sighting Committee will meet on Friday next to decide the day of Holy Eid al-Fitr. Main Eid congregation will be held at the National Eidgah. If inclement weather prevents that from happening, will be held at the Baitul Mukarram National Mosque. Besides, Eid congregations will also be held at Eidgah, mosques and open places across the country. Government is doing its best to make homebound journey trouble-free for all during the Eid. A monitoring cell has been formed to work round the clock for keeping roads and highways pliable. Road Transport and Bridges Minister Obaidul Qadir mentioned this to newsmen after visiting ticket counters of different bus companies at the Saidabad bus terminal today. Obaidul Qadir voiced stern warning to workers and owners of buses against creation of any trouble during the homebound journeys. The Road Transport and Bridges Minister ordered instant closure of Himachal, Ekushe and Royal bus counters serving on Dhaka-Noakhali route, as extracting extra fare were proved against those. Inter-district bus terminals in the capital city witnessed heavy rush of homebound people from early in the morning today. People expressed satisfaction over bus fare and highway situation before the Holy Eid al-Fitr. Law enforcing agencies including RAB and police are working at the bus terminals to ensure security of the homebound people. Road Transport and Bridges Minister Obaidul Qadir visited Gaptoli bus terminal in the morning to see the activities of vigilance teams. He also talked with the passengers and transport workers. Obaidul Qadir said Eid journey on bus will be safe and hassle-free this year as the road condition is better now. Replying to a question, Obaidul Qadir said Combined Military Hospital CMH is very dependable for any treatment. BNP should agree to admit Khaleda Zia at CMH if they want treatment of their leader, he added. He said pro-people leaders will get party nomination in the next general election. City dwellers are leaving the capital city in great numbers for their ancestral places ahead of Eid, as rush was observed at Komlapur rail station and Shodorghat launch terminal since early in the morning today. Railways Minister Mujibul Haq, while visiting passenger services at Komlapur station, said Bangladesh Railway is serving about 3 lakh people every day. On the other hand, BIWTA informed adequate number of vessels have been kept ready to meet passengers' demand. Members of law enforcing agencies are cooperating with local authorities and working on keeping launch terminal hawker-free during the homebound rush. Holidaymakers are also happy to make their home journey safe and hassle-free.
President Mohammad Abdul Hamid hosted an iftar party at Darbar Hall of Bongo Bhavan today. Member of Parliament Rizwan Ahmed Tawfiq, family members of the President, local political leaders and noted personalities of Mita Moin Itna and Oshtogram Upazila under Kishoreganj district were present at the iftar party. President Mohammad Abdul Hamid exchanged pleasantries with the guests and inquired about their well-being. Before the iftar, a special munajat was offered seeking continuous welfare and advancement of the country and the nation, as well as unity and prosperity of the Muslim Ummah. Speaker Dr. Shirin Sharmin Chaudhary has said decision about 9th wage board will be finalized after Eid. She said this in an iftar party jointly organized by Bangladesh Federal Union of Journalists BFUJ and Dhaka Union of Journalists DUJ at National Press Club in the capital today. Information Minister Hassanul Haqinu was present as special guest in the program. Presided over by President of BFUJ, President Manzurul Ahsan Bulbul, Secretary General of BFUJ, Omar Farooq, President of DUJ, Abu Zafar Shurjo, and General Secretary Sohail Haidar Chaudhary spoke among others. Speaker said, Holy Ramadan is the month of discipline and acceptance of prayer for Muslims. Information Minister Hassanul Haqinu said, BNP has selected lie as a political strategy because of failure in fire terrorism. Information Minister Hassanul Haqinu has said Bangladesh is the country of making impossible possible, and it will play in Football World Cup someday. He told this to journalists after a meeting on highlighting country's progress along with broadcasting World Cup football events at his official residence in Dhaka today. Presided over by the Information Minister, the meeting was attended among others by Bangladesh Television Director General SM Harun Rashid, Awami League Cultural Affairs Secretary Ashim Kumar Ukil, Deputy Publicity Secretary Aminul Islam, sports organizers Fazlur Rahman Babul and Asadul Zaman Babul, and footballers Johnny and Ghaffar. The Information Minister said sports arena also bears the proof of surprising development achieved by Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina-led government. He said country is making strides in every field of sports as the women cricketers win Asia Cup cricket, international fame of the national cricket team and that of shooters prove country's way forward. Hassanul Haqinu hoped that sports organizers, players and trainers would encourage countrymen through their discussion over media during the World Cup. Talented former footballers termed the present government a sports-friendly one, and the progress football has made over the past few years speak of Bangladesh's possibility of playing in World Cup football in near future.
Now international news. The Pentagon has reassured allies of its ironclad security commitments after President Donald Trump cancelled its Korean military exercises. Mr. Trump made the announcement after Tuesday's historic summit with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un in Singapore. The move is seen as a big concession to North Korea and appeared to take U.S. allies in the region by surprise. Meanwhile, North Korean state media said Mr. Kim had accepted an offer from President Trump to visit the U.S. KCNA news agency said Mr. Kim had invited Mr. Trump to visit Pyongyang at a convenient time, and Mr. Trump had also invited Mr. Kim to the United States. Meanwhile, in his first reported comments since the talks, Mr. Kim said it was urgent to halt irritating and hostile military actions against each other. Saudi-backed government forces have begun an assault on the key Yemeni port of Hudaida, which is held by rebels. The port is the main point of entry for aid for people in rebel-held areas, and agencies have warned of a humanitarian catastrophe if it is attacked. Bombing started after Iranian-backed Houthi rebels ignored a deadline set by the government to withdraw by midnight last night. Macedonia is going to change their state name because of Greece. Macedonia will be named North Macedonia. This will end up the running conflict between the two neighboring countries for a long time. Greek Prime Minister Alex Tsipras said the name of Macedonia is going to be the Republic of Northern Macedonia. He said they have made an agreement with the Prime Minister of Macedonia in this issue. Tsipras said Greek Parliament will give recognition after officially changing the name Macedonia in Constitution.
Commerce Minister Tufail Ahmed has said that the next general election will be held according to Constitution under the present government, and the Election Commission will conduct the poll. The minister made the remark while talking to reporters after distributing Eid clothes among poor people at Burhanuddin in Bhola today. Tufail Ahmed said BNP tried to foil the last general election but failed. Now they should take part in the next general election. BNP will be vanished if they don't take part in the next general election, the minister added. State Minister for Information Tarana Halim has said when Awami League government led by Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina takes power, Bangladesh develops and people can improve their fate. She said this while distributing sharis on the occasion of Eid among people of different areas of Telduar Upazila in Tangail today. The program was organized at the yard of Silimpur M.A. Karim High School and Atia Union. Among others, Telduar Upazila Awami League General Secretary Shibli Sadiq and local leaders spoke in the program. Tarana Halim said Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina always worked for women. She asked people to make Awami League victorious again by voting in vote sign unitedly. Flood warning notice issued to 5 districts, including 3 hill districts, due to continuous rain. Disaster Management and Relief Ministry asked Deputy Commissioners of Cox's Bazar, Rangamati, Khagrachuri, Bandurban and Molui Bazar to stay prepared to face flood situation. The ministry has already opened a control room to monitor the situation. Disaster Management and Relief Ministry advised concerned authorities to take the people living in risk areas to safer places. Meanwhile, Meteorological Department forecasted that 37 districts across the country might observe floods this year due to heavy rain and onrush of water. Disaster Management Secretary said 2 lakh Rohingyas out of the total of 11 lakh are at risk of landslide. 1 lakh of them have already been relocated to a safer place between Kutupalong and Balukhali, he added. He said other Rohingyas will be transferred to a safer place soon. Now weather. Dhaka Met Office said monsoon is strong over the North Bay. Deep convection is continuing over North Bay and adjoining coastal areas of Bangladesh. Squally weather is likely to affect the maritime ports, North Bay and adjoining coastal areas of Bangladesh. Maritime ports of Chattogram, Cox's Bazar, Mongla and Paira have been advised to keep hoisted local cautionary signal number 3. I repeat, signal number 3. All fishing boats and trawlers over North Bay have been advised to remain close to the coast and proceed with caution. They are also advised not to venture into deep sea. Meanwhile, due to strong monsoon, deep convection is continuing over North Bay and adjoining coastal areas of Bangladesh. Under its influence, heavy to very heavy rainfall with gusty or squally wind is likely to occur over Borishal, Chattogram and Sylhet divisions during the next 24 hours, commencing 11 a.m. today. Due to very heavy rainfall, landslide may occur at places over the hilly regions of Chattogram division.
Viewers, now Sehri and Iftar timings for the capital and adjoining areas. Tonight's Sehri ends at 3:38 early in the morning in Dhaka and adjoining areas, while tomorrow's Iftar will be at 6:50 in the evening. Now, World Cup football, Russia. The curtain for the 2018 World Cup football will be raised in Moscow tomorrow. There will also be a concert held at Luzhniki Stadium in Moscow in the opening ceremony. The opening event will focus on a series of musical acts with Robbie Williams headlining. Around 500 dancers, gymnasts and trampolinists will also be performing in an opening extravaganza that will pay homage to all things Russian. Opera singer Placido Domingo will also perform in the gala ceremony. Peruvian tenor Juan Diego Flores will join him. In the inaugural match, host Russia will take on Saudi Arabia. And now to end the bulletin, a repeat of the top stories. Eid al-Fitr knocking at door with festive mood. Moon sighting committee to decide Eid Day on Friday. Huge rush at bus, train and launch terminals as thousands leaving capital to celebrate Eid with dear ones. Monitoring cell to work 24 hours on highways to make Eid home journey hassle-free. Flood forecast for 5 districts, including 3 hill districts. Administration advised to stay prepared. Pentagon reiterates U.S. pledge to ensure security of allies. And amid gala celebrations, greatest show on earth, World Cup Football 2018 kicks off in Russia tomorrow.
And that's all from our newsroom for the moment. Thank you for staying with us, and we invite you to watch